Hello, everybody. I think we have a quorum. Welcome to the Punisher Patriots Sunday show. Punisher's here, standing tall, looking good, I might say. I don't know. Got myself some scotch, just polished off the bottle of Aberlour. Scotch is running low. I am sending out a distress signal. Just like Jeremiah Denton did. All right, so let me start at the top of the board and see what we got. We have the usual suspects, of course. George Girl and Jason are here. Telling you that's suspicious. Yes, Linda, I just heard about the SNL 50th anniversary extravaganza, which does start at 8 p.m. Eastern. I hit record because I'll probably be just a couple minutes late. But yes, that's very entertaining to me. Now, people can talk bad about SNL all they want, but this gets back to the heart of it, and it was fantastic. And there are still some moments. Depends on who's on there. So, very interesting. Punisher likes those kind of behind-the-scenes type of things. I will be tuning in. 3 fights. What? 3 fights, 17 tomorrow, President's Day, and I don't know what you're talking about. Well, the devil goes down to Georgia. The devil went down to Georgia, actually. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he's way behind. He was willing to make a deal. Remember that? Yeah, he come across this little boy sitting on a hickory stump. And he said, boy, let me tell you what. Well, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to make a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now, you play pretty fine fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul. Think I'm better than you. Bum, bum, bum. Everybody's heard that before. Let's see. I want the Trump big balls. I've got big balls. You've got big balls. I was scanning this page, and I see a new person that I haven't seen before, Jacob Richards, who is quite vocal here. I saw the part about the Yuma and the military down on the border. I've been down to Yuma. It's been a long time, but it was one of the few times that I walked across the border right into Mexico. But this is back in like 2000, 99, 2000. So it's been a while. Hell, quarter century, you might say. But I'm seeing a lot of stuff there, Jacob. I'm watching you. I don't know who was late, but it wasn't me. Let's see here. Sweet Jenna Rainbows. Hi, Punisher. Hi, Tracy. Hi, everyone. Jason Green. Okay. Janine says, hello, Punisher. And everyone, glad to see you, Punisher. Glad to see you. Love from Montana, says Michelle LaRue. Susan McGowan, good evening from Missouri. Here from Indiana, says Donna Figley. And hiya from Carla777. Randy Dunn from Chillicothe, Ohio, is in the house. Michigan. Hi, Mr. Punisher from Cynthia Diaz. Let's see here. Maria, that says, hello, Punisher. President's Day is tomorrow, yes. Oh, by the way, I need to tell you ahead of time here. It's been very windy out. Seems to have subsided right now, but had some weird power outages. So if everything goes to hell in a handbasket here, it's because my power went out, all right? It seems okay now, though. Yep, Tracy Wu says, SNL, lots of great funny stuff. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, it's a whole 3-hour thing, so I got it recorded so I don't have to watch it all in one sitting. Roxanne says, will it be an interesting week? You're damn right it'll be an interesting week. Hopefully cash will be done by this week. We got everybody else working just nicely. Hi from Chicago. Hi, Punisher. Cheers, says Stacy Collins. Cheryl Nelson. Me too, Michelle. Okay. We want some of that. I know I saw, while I was looking here, I did see something from, some people like to be mentioned. They don't like to be they like to be mentioned. Hello, Mr. Green, says Carly Hope. So much is happening for the better. Yes. Jackie Jones, good evening, Punisher. Good to see you out tonight. And now we are all kind of caught up. Good evening, Punisher from northern Wisconsin. Lisa Cordwell, I'm tired of winter here in New Hampshire. We need spring. When I read that first, I thought it was we need spanking, but it was spring. Haven't really had much of a winter. I know people get annoyed by little snow here and there. So you probably got more up there, but as far as I'm concerned, we haven't had jack here in Maryland. Nothing but a bunch of hype, and then we get an inch, and then everybody exaggerates that, and then you see them snow trucks up and down the road. I got to get me that inch off the road. I got to get it off quick. My friend in PA lost power. Yeah. Spanky. Northwestern Pennsylvania is getting some winter tonight. Yeah, yesterday it had some flurries, but I'm a master of assessing the snow, and I know when it's coming down. If your snow is coming down and it's already been wet on the ground, unless it's really frigid, it's not going to collect. Okay. It's like snowing in the rain. It just won't collect. It won't accumulate. So just know that. Watch the temperatures. You're not going to have anything sticking at 36 degrees. It's just going to, unless it's a dry. If it comes down on a dry ground, then you're going to stick for a while. The Punisher lives in Maryland, says Donald Neese. Okay, big surprise. I've mentioned that a zillion times. We have the coldest winter since the 70s and snow too, says Georgia Kabesh. Where are you from? Caller, where are you from? Same here in Texas. We welcome any cold. Does not last very long. Love the cold. Well, Janine, I can't stand the humidity of Texas. I'll tell you that. I can't stand the humidity here, but Texas is bad. Same with Georgia. Woo! Humidity is horrid. That's why I know everybody jokes about the dry heat and the humidity. That's because they don't understand the difference. There's absolutely a difference in that dry heat, and anybody here from Arizona will confirm that if they've also seen the wet heat. Yeah, humidity is a big thumbs down. I'm with you. I don't want to go out and in 2 minutes I'm glowing. Don't like it. Don't want it. I don't walk well. I get sweat in places I don't want to talk about. And I don't like it. I'm from North Carolina. Thank you for the faithfulness to America. And you do make me laugh. Marjorie Cook from North Carolina. I've been down to North Carolina. I was stationed at North Carolina. And what better time than the present to state again, welcome back. Welcome back, Fort Bragg. Ooh, welcome back. That's right. Fort Bragg will be renamed from Camp Fort Liberty to Fort Bragg again. And guess what? This time they can't change it back. Why? Because it's now one. Liberty wasn't actually a person. I think that was a camp in Baghdad or in Iraq. So that means there's no family issues about the renaming. Like, for example, Fort Moore, as was formerly Fort Benning. Well, Fort Moore is at least after a general officer, and apparently his wife was instrumental in soldier-related issues too. So it was actually named after he and his wife. So if you went and tried to rename that one, well, now you got a family to offend who's actually a good family. But Liberty, no name, and the best part of all, ladies and gentlemen, is it's named after a PFC brag, combat veteran, not after a general. So it's done. They could never return that. So that will be worth the expense. Bring back the Fort Bragg signs and bring that baby back up. And I can tell you that me and my associates have always had a hard time. We always have to say, yeah, I'm going down to Fort Liberty, you know, Fort Bragg, Fort Liberty. I have to say that. So Fort Bragg, superb decision by Secretary Hegseth. And it was pointed out to me that I keep saying Secretary Hegsdeath with a D. And the answer, my response to that is, yep, I sure have. I stand corrected. And I can tell you that for years of watching him on Fox, I mentally put a D in his name for the entire time until 2 days ago. So, Secretary Pete Hegseth. Now I got to train myself to drop the D for a while. So yes, when I make a mistake, I will own up to it. And that's that. But it's just funny that most of the time you hear people say it and it almost sounds like there's a D there. Anyway, so I salute you, Secretary Hegseth, and apologies for saying your name wrong for the last 5-6 years. My husband has been retired for 18 years after serving 26 years in the Air Force. We retired here after Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, our first duty station. God bless us with military life. Marjorie Cook, I salute you and your family, and happy retirement. Small potatoes. The Marine audit was flawless. How about those apples? Oh, well, hell, that's great news if that's true. Most of those audits that failed were probably at the higher levels anyway. Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I'm fairly certain I remember military bases, if I'm not mistaken. Ann Kennedy. What did I just say? I was just rambling on about Fort Bragg, North Carolina for the last couple of minutes. Correct. It is a military base. Home of the 82nd Airborne. Yep, reminds me of a little ditty, because there's an 82nd Airborne Corps chorus of paratroopers who jump out of airplanes and also sing. Early one morning in the drizzle and rain, well, I picked up my parachute, boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go, and the green light lit with a chilling glow. All the way airborne, airborne, all the way driving on, driving on. All the way airborne, airborne, driving on, driving on. Yeah. Yep, I've heard them a few times. Down in the mess hall on my knees. We got nothing to eat but a can of beans. The bread was moldy and the meat was bad. You know darn well that you can't eat that. You know darn well that you can't eat that. All the way airborne, airborne all the way. Crystal Labs, hi Punisher, how are you? Can you ask the 8-Ball if I'll have a good birthday? Sweet Jenna Rainbows, when is your birthday? That's great to hear that the Marines passed 2 years of audits. Mr. Punisher, I have followed you from the beginning and just now got the nerve up to message in the live chat. Please know that I pray for your protection each day. Marjorie Cook, welcome. And thank you for stepping up and showing pride in the show and announcing yourself. And everyone here is giving you a collective hug and welcome to the show. And thanks for the kind comments. And all the way from the beginning, that is wonderful. Thank you. And anyway, when is the birthday from the person up there? Let's see. Can you ask Sweet Jenna? Let's see. Sweet Jenna, can you ask, is Sweet Jenna going to have a wonderful birthday? It is certain. Good response, 8-Ball. On my knees, I got nothing to eat but this kind of beat. Actually, I attended the Naples Symphony last year. What? It was very moving. Very good. Tomorrow is Ronald Reagan Day. Well, let me tell you. I'll say it again, Mr. Gorbachev. Tear down this wall. Sweet Jenna, Rainbow. Yeah, I didn't hear the date, but oh, March 3rd. Okay, March 3rd it is. Let's see, March 3rd. Okay. Happy birthday. We'll come back to that. JD laid it down at the conference. Stunned faces in the audience with the report that finally said the obvious. You know it, I know it. The American people know it. Everybody knew that report was crap. It was made up by Clinton, by Hillary Clinton and team. And then we just learned that it was some dude who just went off to Russia, I guess, and I don't know, went to some massive, big popular hotel and checked out the room, and then he came back, and then he made up the story about President Trump and some Russian prostitutes and some golden shower games and all that stuff. Completely fabricated. I mean, how dumb do you got to be? I mean, he really went far without. Maybe the guy was just having memories of his own little thing. Yeah. Hi, Mr. Punisher from Quebec, Canada. In the Army phonetic alphabet, it is Quebec. That's right. Yeah, he probably was paid. Yeah, they were just some corrupt and still corrupt. Alive by the grace and so thankful to be part of this. Hi, Punisher. Can you ask the 8-Ball if Jason Green will get his heart's desire? Should I just say, will Jason Green finally have his love with Georgia girl? Now let's ask 8-Ball. 8-Ball, will Jason get the love of his heart's desire? Outlook not so good. Love from Oz, Punisher. I see you. I see the Crocodile Hunter's son on TV. He's been doing some commercials. And I just said today, I said, it's time. The years have passed. The youngster has a vast wealth of knowledge and history now with animals. It's time. It's time that they relaunch the Crocodile Hunter. I want a petition out there to relaunch the Crocodile Hunter with Crocodile Hunter's son. And may as well throw in Bindi, too, because she does a lot of good stuff. So I would like to see that. They love animals. And I think it's time in the father's memory to relaunch Crocodile Hunter. Just call it Crocodile Hunter 2.0. Fantasy Island. If you're going to go to Fantasy Island, I am Ricardo Montalban, and you come to a fantasy island where you can only crikey, not cranky, crikey, mate. Tattoo. The plane. I would like to welcome you to Fantasy Island. We also have the Chrysler Cordoba, a special car for you. As you on Fantasy Island, and I do the Chrysler Cordoba commercials too. I am Ricardo Montalban. Ricardo was the best. Cranky is labeled crazy. What are you talking about? Is Walter sleeping through the storm? Oh, he raised his little head. So we may as well give him a treat. Hey, they were asking about you. Video. Oh, good evening, Punisher. So good to see and catch you alive today. You rock, Punisher, says Adelaida Gonzalez. If I said that right or not, I don't know. Good day, sir, from the Netherlands. Thanks, Trumps, if you see him. Great time. Eagle Spirit has a big old smiley face with 3 hearts. Boop, Walter, boop, boop. Walter's so cute. True statement. He's the cutest ever. Ain't nobody cuter. Ain't no puppy cute enough. Good evening, Punisher. Good to see you, says Marianne. Marianne Mora. Massive heads are rolling soon, very soon. That's a fact here. We have 368 wonderful souls on tonight. Hello there. Let's get us a drink. Gotta quench the Punisher's little thirst buds. Oh, that's a double. You look like the guy Walter White sold his little car to in Breaking Bad, this car mechanic. You're saying I look like the guy Walter White sold his car to? I was thinking I looked more like Walter White. And a little backstory, that's where Walter's name came from. He is officially Walter White, a.k.a. Heisman. His long name was Major Walter White, because that was after me. Does Walter know his owner is a ham bone? I can do the ham bone. Yes, he knows he knows that I'm a ham bone. And guess what? He's a ham bone too. He is a funny little guy. You got your tail wagging? You got your tail wagging? Yeah, the tail's wagging. He's a wagging. G wagging, G wagging, G wagging. There you go. Now go sit down. They're talking about you. Lots of excellent choochies out there, huh? What's that? Oh, Jason Green. What's my name? Say my name. Say my name. You're Heisenberg. You're goddamn right. That's right. It's a line in the movie. I get all worked up. My little Pomeranian Presley would give Walter a run for his money in the cute stakes. Well, New Zealand Nicky, let's see him. Maybe they're just both cute. Punisher, Melanie Varine says, one word, capitals, Punisher. That's a statement. Thank you, Mrs. Handy. So much. Heisenberg. That's an E, B-E-R-G, but that's fine. Yeah. My mule doesn't like it. He gets the funny feeling that you're laughing at him. Yeah. But when you apologize, like I know you're gonna. I took a pee break. What did I miss? George girl, you didn't miss anything? You might have missed something. Probably something very important. Marjorie Cook, back on the line. I have my husband following you because I told him that you refer to movies a lot. Comms. And he is a movie geek, so he helps me out in catching the comms. That is wonderful. It's called a team effort, and I like that. Shout out to your husband. Howdy, Mr. Marjorie Cook. I think Oreo. Let's see. Lots of good churches out there. Too much electricity in my hands. That way, Clyde. Okay. One day I'll be able to meet too beloved John face to face. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What is being done to save the chickens that lay our eggs? Well, chickens breed like rabbits. Kind of. Chickens grow pretty fast. So, funny enough, I haven't seen any shortage of eggs. Sometimes I wonder if that's a big lie. But I have been monitoring the price of eggs. The average dozen has been about $6.70 here. Now, you can buy a dozen right next to that one that's over $7. But trying to find an average price because I want to watch it go down. Gas prices here were about $3.20, and now it's ranging between $2.95 and $2.99. So for all them liberals who tried to ask within 3 days, oh, how come the gas prices haven't gone down yet? Nothing's gone down. Dude, it took Biden a whole year to ramp up the freaking interest rate to 9%, and about that much time to double the price of things. So yeah, it's going to take some time to bring it back down, you flaming idiots. Yeah. Boy, I was listening to a little part of that Mark Levin. Boy, he gets to yelling and screaming, but he had some good points. He's just hard to listen to. You don't take him in small doses. I think it's a lie on the eggs. Well, I think you're right, because like I just said, I just go into the store, no shortage of eggs. I'm getting all the eggs I want. Just paying for it. And they didn't like go up higher because of this supposed shortage. They seem to be the same. I'm not going to miss paper straws. I'm not a real straw guy. So, but I have tried one of those paper straws, and man, damn thing just blew up on me. Blow up in my face. And when I'm drinking those hot drinks, that's the news going around, is like, who the hell's using straws for hot drinks, and what are they blowing up? All right, let's dissect it. One, President Trump is a funny man, so he says things that are kind of funny. So yeah, nobody's drinking hot stuff. But when he says they blow up, geez, is it that hard to interpret the obvious? The paper straws fall apart, blow up. Come on, it's such a simple concept. Yeah. Woodman's Grocery Store has Phil's eggs for $3.69 a dozen. This is in the suburbs of Chicago. Well, hell, that's a pretty damn good deal. Phil's Eggs. All right. Shout out to Phil's Eggs, everybody. Phil, if you're out there and you're selling eggs, this is an endorsement. You keep that price down low for these people, and we love you. And we know what they all have on us, Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters, God. Impeach 45. Impeach 45. You got to get out there in them streets and oh, now right away they're talking about impeach 47. I worked in pizzeria where the owner said, F that paper straw. Good for him. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there was I don't know. Most places that I've gone to throughout the whole paper straw thing, most places have still had
a regular plastic straw. So. Straw man. Oh, who's the sweat talker? What's Jason talking about? Sweat talker. Hey there, sweat talker. You say Maxine wants to ask you a question. Get in their faces. Tell them they're not wanted. Maxine did say that. Yep. She incites violence. She promotes violence. And that's what they do at every turn. Get in their faces. Go out there and harass them. Harass them at the restaurants. Harass them outside their homes. No, you don't do that. I have never confronted a single person in my life over their politics where I just got in their face. It did something. Now, have I had a discussion that got a little heated with a particular individual? Yes. He told me to go F myself. And then he got his check and he left the bar. Ooh, he sent me the message, that's for sure. He said, Eric, you can go F yourself. I said, oh, okay then. Okay there, little Miss Prissy. And now he's the one that I'm talking about when I say that Occupy Democrats site that I've infiltrated. And he's one of those that follows it, and he steals those stupid memes and then posts them in other places. And I'm like, you're just completely deluded. You were deluded. I don't mean diluted like water. I mean deluded as in delusional. Yeah. Hakeem Jeffries saying Trump isn't keeping his campaign to get the prices down. I tell you what, I have strange thoughts on Hakeem. He will stab you in the back, and he has a weird cadence how he talks. And I'm going to tell you that President Trump has not brought the prices down, but but I'll tell you what, he has a certain amount of professionalism during the inauguration. I was pleasantly surprised by the way he handled the celebratory aspects of it. In fact, Ms. Klobuchar as well. So I will give credit when people step up and do the right thing, even though they went right back and then they bash him. But they did the celebratory thing. They participated in the inauguration, and I will note that when I see it. And Hakeem was surprisingly very kind. Cash this week. Let's hope that cashes this week. Somebody said a cool term earlier. The bulldozer. You know I gotta make a meme about that. A bulldozer. Whoever said that, fess back up here. I saw it at the beginning. Yeah, there it is. Debbie Knight said it. She said the bulldozer. That is a good one. That is a good one. A meme like that would be very simple. My mind works very fast. I see a beautiful cat bulldozer, and right on the front skid, or whatever you call it, the plate, I'll superimpose the Doge symbol. And who wouldn't get that? I'll probably have to add a little more words for people that are dumb. But the bulldozer. Or we could make bottle caps. And on the inside of the bottle cap, you have a bull. And then you have a dog, the bull dog, and then you have an ambulance, an ER, bulldozer. See there? I just created, what was that beer that used to have them caps? Grand Rising. Love it, Punisher. Do that. Yes, I will do that. Trust me, it'll probably be done by tomorrow. And for those that don't notice, I create about 95%, 99% of my memes. I rarely post a meme that's not made by me. You'll note my memes by the classic Punisher logo noted superimposed on there. So if you see the Punisher logo, you know that I made it myself. That's the stamp of approval. Because I did post that funny joke the other day, and it wasn't mine, so I didn't put my name on it. That funny joke about what the hell was that? I made a slight change about it. The going into Barnes and Noble, and hey, you know where I can find the new book from President Trump? Get the fuck out of here, you dirty bastard! Yeah, that's the one. You got it in hardback. That was pretty funny. The original one did say softback, but I like hardback. I like a hardback book. Also called a hardcover. And did you know a softback can also be called a soft cover? A soft cover can also be called a softback. That's right. They have names. Oh, what am I missing here? Punisher, is it true that the farmers are revolting against voting for Trump because of 250 tons of food going to waste in Houston? No, that's not true. Farmers love Trump. Some liberals probably making up a story. Let's see. I admire Elon and Trump for what they are doing. I do too. Good evening from central Pennsylvania. It's been interesting watching the Dems panic. Oh, they're going crazy. And the worst part of all this is they seemingly do not give a rat's ass about the dollar figures. Cha-ching, cha-ching, and all of these stupid causes throughout the world. And their only concern is that Elon's doing it. Okay, well, bite me. The farmers have been paid to keep working. Wonderful. Sending warm blessings, Punisher dude. Frozen Missouri in the house. The Show Me State. Connie Colwell from the Show Me State. Show me. Yeah. Still a little tad windy out there. Things are holding out okay. I just looked at you. By the way, you know what Walter did today? Like a couple hours ago. He went out, every once in a while he does the roll. Some of it, I don't know what they do. They get a wild hair up their behind and they go out and they just turn on their back and roll in anything. One time he did it right in his own dog do. That was gross. This time it was just in the mud. So he rolled all over in the mud, comes strolling in. I had to give him a bath. And then he's all fluffy. So now he smells good. All right. There you go, little boy. Yep. Looking at the Doge process is a distraction from the actual findings. Yes, but it's crazy. Oh, and then all their stupid sites keep asking for the proof. They're like, "Where's the proof?" Oh my God! They're literally providing the receipts, and they're oh my God! They're telling you the exact amounts and where it went using documents. And they'll still say, show me the proof. Jeez. I can't wait till they show the proof where it went right into somebody's bank account. And we know that it's going to be on both sides, and that's fine. Whoever does it should be called out. Thank goodness, no more poo. Yeah. He didn't do poo today, but that day that he did, I'm glad I caught him at the door. I caught him at the door. I'm like, what is that stench? It was like immediate. And I had to delicately pick him up right under his belly. And then I went in there and sanitized him. 10% for the big guy. Yeah, based on what we're seeing, 10% was the cover story. The real amount was probably much higher.
I can pay you higher.
Musk was in the Oval Office. He showed his belt buckle that is a star with the T, probably for Trump, or maybe it's Texas. Well, give me a T for Texas. Give me a T for Tennessee. There's a song. That little duty, Walter, that little duty dog. He did the duty that day. He hasn't done it again. Then they need to go straight to prison, whoever they are. They never admit it. Double down. Double down. Geese and turkey poo in my backyard. Geese poop is funky, man. I see it at the parking lot at work, and they're like, Tootsie Roll size green ones. They're pretty nasty. You got to watch out. They're like little bombs. I imagine they're a mess out in your yard. Jeez. I have holy cow. You have two Great Danes, Kara and Harvey. I cannot even imagine the Great Dane in the house. That sucker would have to, I'm sure they're trained. They got to be trained, because if they weren't, they will destroy the place. We had a neighbor across the street. They decided to get a Great Dane. Yeah, they had about a year. I mean, the thing is just a galloping. I can't even imagine that. But that's great that you have two, not one, folks, two Great Danes, Kara and Harvey. They totally give me a run for the money. I know where their landmine poops are. Oh yeah, I bet you do. Those things got to be the size of a. Holy cow. Holy cow. Those aren't ones you can just let lay out there. You got to go pick those things up. Otherwise, you'll be stepping in them all the time. Whew. Whew. Okay. Walter's big brown eyes. Yep, he's got big brown eyes. He takes after his dad. Yeah, any new movies we should be looking at? Yes. September 5. Anybody hear of September 5? I just watched it today. September 5 is about the Munich massacre in 1972 at the Munich Olympics. Based on a real story, of course, where the news, ABC News, covering the Munich Olympics, of course, they were on site, and they refused to let Peter Jennings was there too, and they refused to let them try and cover it from afar, and said, "We're taking the story. We're right here. We're taking it. We'll do it. We'll do it live." And they did a fabulous job. The movie was great. Horrible outcome, but it was still a great movie. My dad has a ranch of prize-winning alpaca. Wow, there's some alpaca right up the road here in a little. It's been a while since I noticed them. Just a couple miles up the road there, right on the right, there's a little field. Yep, alpaca. I think they're alpaca. What's the other one? What's the other one? The alpaca one that we always mix up with alpaca. I just spent the afternoon in the car reading the Durham Report, says A. Baker. There's stuff in here that I didn't know, and I was deeply involved in the research back then. Are you discussing the actual report? We were talking about the report a little bit ago. I am the Punisher. Great Danes need a shovel every time. My son had a Great Dane, and he has to clean up after him. He said it takes 2 bags to get it all up. So grody. So gross. Arlene says, my sister Charlene had 2 Great Danes and tore up her furniture. Oh, that's more like it. More like the expected outcome. I got healthier when I quit my hospital job. Well, that's interesting. How was that? Punisher, have you ever filled in for Jerry Springer? No. Should I? You trying to say something? My next door neighbor has a Great Dane, a Chihuahua, and several others. Bark City. I'm surprised that the Great Dane doesn't have a Chihuahua in its belly. Great Danes equal poop the size of furniture. Whoo! Walter's just got a little nugget. Okay, you're discussing dogs. Good evening, everyone. All right, hey Baker, bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. Since you got to go out with an attitude like that. Small horse size droppings are a very different type of dropping. The horse is much different than the cow too. They just be so cute. I will have to watch it. Thanks, Mr. Punisher. Yes, go watch the September 5. Very good. Good evening, Punisher. Sorry I'm late. Was eating dinner, says Tina Louise. Jerry Springer has been pushing up Dandelion. Yes, he's dead. We know that. I heard that there are over 385,000 sealed. Okay, I don't know about that. Okay. Did you see the video where the whale swallowed the person in the kayak? Yes, I saw that and spit him right back out. Holy cow, seeing your whole life flash before your eyes. Yeah, St. Bernard's another big dog. I'm sure they got a big dog do as well. Okay. Oh. You know what I haven't seen tonight? Where's Lois Lane? Where is Lois Lane? I usually see that name pop in here. Giant Bear Dogs. I'm trying to get promoted to moderator. George Girl. I've never had anybody ask to be promoted to moderator. Well, there's Lois. Okay, just being quiet tonight, but welcome. Susan Swider, we had a St. Bernard. Yeah, did it have the thing, the little barrel? I know some Jerry Springer reject material, divorced it. Yeah. Hope you do, hun. My vote is for you. Who? I missed that part. All right, let me get this cigar going. Love little X. Oh yeah, little X. Oh my God, he was picking that nose. He was like digging for gold. He said, Paul, I got the gold right here, Paul. I got the gold right here. Can you name that movie? Have you ever owned a bigger dog? Says Carol. And Carol, I hope that you're still doing well after your loss. Yeah. The biggest dog was an Airedale. Talk about a knucklehead. A knucklehead dog. That was a big dog. Can't wait for spring and the sound of frogs at night. The hills are alive with the sounds of froggies. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Plenty of love from East Texas. Can't wait to spring. Okay. Western Kentucky. Can you please sing the Valentine song? Which song was that? What did I sing? What did I sing the other day about the Valentines? I forget what the outlaw Josie Wales. Carol Wheelis has got it right. Paul, I got the gold right here, Paul. What's that, boys? What's that, boys? He don't know nothing. He's just talking. Paul, I got the gold right here. Enos, check that boy out. See what he got there. Josie, did I do good, Josie? Did I do good? Yeah, you did good, son. Yeah. My beagle jingle is as fast as the old Josie Wells. Frog inbound, they are everywhere, especially at night. I love the sound of frogs. Punisher, have you thought of working with Trump? I'm working with Trump in my own way each and every day. Oh, my Lord, a 240-pound English Mastiff. Holy, that's a human. Love my lover, little calendar girl. Marjorie. Oh, giddy up. Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee all getting horrific weather. Please pray for everyone. Yes. Let's continue. Let's pray for them. And of course, let's continue to pray for our good folks in North Carolina who are still suffering. And of course, those folks in California who lost their homes and all, especially the ones who, weren't filthy rich, who have no recourse and probably will never be able to build again. Those are the ones that I worry about the most. What you doing tonight, Punisher? Says Michelle. I'm doing a podcast. Just FYI, doing a podcast. It's a live one. In fact, you're on it. Marjorie, your 12-year-old daughter's watching. Ooh, now I got to watch my P's and Q's. Yeah, I caught a live. Great. Sir, did you ever build a lean-to or an igloo in combat training? No, not an igloo. But yeah, I built lean-tos, I guess you could say, various things to provide cover out in the field. Yes, I did see Miha Modi from India. Not only said Miha, he said Miga, make India great again. P, Q, and R. What's the R? Greetings from Syracuse, Utah. I didn't even know there was a Syracuse in Utah. Wow. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everybody. Yeah. Make this Eden again. What? Do you have a brother named John? Shall I say it, folks? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Special Counsel John the Punisher Durham. Remember that? Down in a blaze of glory. In a blaze of glory. Much love, honor, respect, blessings over our beloved Punisher. Thank you, Christina. What a beautiful, beautiful comment. Dog spelled backwards. Yes, we know that. You ever know somebody to name their dog D-O-G? I remember at one time. Come here, D-O-G. Here, D-O-G. Eileen O'Connell says, you have a great sense of humor and you always make me laugh. Well, good. If you notice, the Punisher is, I never show up to the show and appear down. I'm not a Debbie Downer. I'm not a downer. I got to come here and be positive. I'm always positive. Positive. I'm the eternal optimist. The eternal optimist. But not an idiot. We have a Chihuahua named Cheeses. Cheeses. How many new puppies will be named Doge? Probably a bunch. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Yep, that's right. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Wow, what a wonderful Sunday! I got to tell you. From France, Billette McQueel. Sorry if I say that wrong, but that's a lot of hearts from France. That's a lot of love being sent from France. And even though Macron is kind of a non-Trumper, I know he just tried to put together a meeting with a bunch of other folks to talk about President Trump. But I hope that you love him, and I hope that Macron gets his ducks in order. You're going to make us go wow some fine day. You're going to make us go wow some fine day. Okay. When is it shoe time for the P to the show off? Show me the game. Okay, whatever. Yes, my friend called his dog DOG. Okay. I made a homemade chicken pot pie for dinner. Very good. 13 degrees here in Oconto Falls, Wisconsin. Bundle up, make a fire. That's pretty cold. We had a little snap like that a couple weeks back. Don't be a brain dead vertical meat suits. Have they delivered the dumpsters to the... It was nice to see Jed on the Friday Short. Hey, everybody, I'm glad you saw Jed. He's doing well. It was nice of him to make an appearance. I asked him to come by, and he made his appearance. Yeah, he's a good fella. Yep, he's smarter than he sounds, too. He's definitely smarter than he sounds. He's got a lot going on in that head of his, I can tell you that. He's an educated guy, even though he doesn't sound like it. So trust me on that. Yeah, Jed and Walter. Jed is cool. Yes, he is. Are your bags packed, Mr. Punish Her? Yes, bags are always packed. Vertical meat suits. Guess who always said that? I don't know. Who said that? Chill kind of day in Indy. Speaking of Indy, not Indy, but anybody tune into the Daytona 500 today where President Trump was there? He took the beast around a lap. Yeah, that Daytona 500. I don't even know who won. I was just tuned in a little bit. MVP, yeah. I'm back, Indy in the house. Welcome back, Elizabeth Craycraft. I don't know who, says Sweet Jenna. I don't know who either. I wasn't watching. I don't know why. I swallowed a fly. I guess I'll die. Yeah, that's why I didn't watch it either, though. I'm not really into the racing, but I can acknowledge it. But I will tell you this: that TV, that movie called Ford versus Ferrari is a fantastic movie, and you don't have to be into racing to find that thing really, really interesting. And the one that's coming out with Brad Pitt soon, what's it called? That other type of racing begins with an F, I think. Anyway, a new Brad Pitt movie is coming out, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I was saying the same thing at the same time. I don't know why I swallowed a fly. I guess I'll die. I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. She swallowed a fly to catch the dip. But I don't know why I swallowed the fly. Yep. Formula 500. There you go. That's the one. Formula One. Okay, Formula One. I think that might be the name of the movie right there. If you haven't seen the trailer on it, woo! Got to see the trailer. It's going to be good. I'm a daydream believer and a homecoming queen. Wake up. Daydream. All right, you know it. I know it. The American people know it. All right, everybody. It's been, wow, a wonderful Sunday. Those that here that did watch the other day, you know that Operation Flatline is at 18.5. I announced it live on that Friday short. This week we will be tuning in to watch Cash. And boy, isn't Bindi kicking butt. But we'll tune in this week. Keep following 18.5. A lot of things going on this week. Screw James White Bulger. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Everybody have a wonderful night.